Hello again guys, it's Rebecca from I Need Disney and I'm joined again with Zach from Zaks Adventures, and we're going to be doing a video
like
about
a
bucket list, yeah, for Disneyland Paris, what we're going to be doing, because we've only got a couple of days, well, a few weeks left.
Six weeks?
Well,
the day this goes up, we'll have 6 weeks until we go, not a long time.
Exciting.
And we're kind of just about to, get our stuff together, aren't we? We're kind of planning what we're actually going to do when we're there, so we're really excited at this point. And I think we both want to be there, don't we now?
Yeah.
So the video that we want to do for you today is just what we actually want to get done while we're there, the things that we really want to do that are on the top of our list. So we'll start by talking about probably just how long we're going for and what day. So do you want to?
Yeah, so I'm going for 5 days and 4 nights. We're staying off site, so we're not staying in a Disney hotel. Yeah. Just from budget reasons. Yeah.
So this time we're going, because Rebecca's going to Disney World, aren't you, in October. We want to keep it as cheap as possible. I also start university in September, so it's just in our best interest to keep this trip as cheap as possible. However, I think with what we are doing with the vlogging thing, it's cost us more than what we expected, but never mind. But we are going from the 14th to the 18th of August, so if you're going to go there, guys, on those dates, make sure you do give us a comment below, because we would like to meet up with people when we're there as well, wouldn't we? There are a few people that we have got plans to meet, haven't we, while we're there? But also this time we're getting annual passes, aren't we?
Yeah, because it worked out cheaper to get an annual pass rather than daily tickets.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? So, and we're probably going to end up going back anyway.
Yeah.
So we plan doing another one maybe Christmas.
Yeah, I mean,
looking into it.
It's definitely something people don't know about Disneyland Paris. The annual passes are really cheap. They start from €139 and go up to €399. So it was 150 days, wasn't it, the cheapest one, and you are only allowed on set days, so there's only certain days that you can go, and there are blackout days. The annual pass that we're getting is €249. We get 350 days in the park, don't we?
Yeah, extra magic hours as well.
That's something, the perks are great, so you can normally only get that with being a hotel guest. We get extra magic hours, we get things like the free guest storage, so on our last day we haven't got to pay for that.
Yeah, we've got 20% off.
10% off restaurants and all merchandise all over the parks as well. So there's so many perks with the annual passes. So if you are going and you're not going to stay on site, definitely look at getting an annual pass rather than getting a daily ticket. Daily tickets start at €90 for one day. That's 2 parks, but that's it's a lot more than what you pay to buy an annual pass if you're going for a couple of days, really. Yeah,
because we're so close, we're just in the UK, so it's not far at all for us.
No, I mean we did say, didn't we? Like we paid £110 each for our flights this time, but that's peak season. That's peak season. I looked at October for going possibly in Halloween at £55 a flight there and back. So it's an absolute bargain. So like I say, definitely look at these annual passes. We're
going to be vlogging the whole experience this time. It'll be our first time vlogging for both of us, really. So very exciting, but we're ready. We feel like we've got all the equipment, we've got everything sorted, we've got video cards, cameras. It's cost us quite a bit, but it should be worth it in the end.
I think what's going to be interesting too is we're both vlogging, and we're not vlogging together, are we really? We're doing our own vlogs, so it's going to be interesting to see it from your point of view and a vlog from my point of view, so that'd be interesting.
We'll probably do some collaborations, but it'll still be in the eyes of the other person, if that makes sense. But
yeah, really excited. I've vlogged when the Disney Magic came into Liverpool. It's like a 5-minute vlog that I did last June. So I have had the tiniest bit of experience vlogging. It was like the tiniest bit of experience vlogging, but I really thought it was fun. And I don't know, it's just great to I'll watch that back every now and again, I don't know, it's just really fun to have that experience of doing that and just be able to have the memories again.
It's a good way of, keeping memories and just having it. Because you're in it then, you're not just videoing the parades and the characters, you're actually a part of it, and it's quite nice for you to look back on as well. I
mean, we decided to do this because we do nothing but watch vlogs, do we? We watch vlogs all the time, like Disney vlogs, like no matter which Disney park it is, we'll just watch all the vlogs. So I just can't wait to be able to watch our memories back of this holiday. So I was there last year in November and I was going to vlog, but all I had at the time was my iPhone, and I didn't want to do a vlog on an iPhone. There wasn't the space on there to vlog. I don't know, it just didn't seem...
The quality and the sound. And
the sound, the quality, I just thought I don't want to do it on an iPhone, so I did buy myself a second-hand Canon G7X this time, and you're going with a GoPro, aren't you? So
GoPro.
We'll definitely get some good footage for you. Like I say, I think it's nice for people to watch, because I think we're going from the angle of trying to be as informative as possible. Like we're going to do our travel days, how
like
when
costs, how we're getting the train, what times they're on, and like
so when you get
proper in detail, because I think they miss it out a lot. They sort of skip past the travel thing, or they just do clips and with video behind, whereas we want to actually be very informative and say like, look, this is what you do, this is where you get on, off, etc.
And one thing I always notice in Disneyland Paris is I've either driven there or I've got the Magical Express, but there is a train, there's apparently one stop train from Charles de Gaulle Airport to Disneyland, and it takes 10 minutes. Now people, I've seen this in vlogs, and
posted it so many times,
but no one ever says like how much it costs, where in the airport you get the train from, so we're trying to like get those tips in for you on how to get there as well. And again, that's a cheaper option than getting the Magical Express or hiring a car and driving there. So when we're there, we really want to try and get every attraction and show done at least once. Now that is going to be very difficult, but it makes it easier because we have the extra magic hours. The annual pass that we're getting, having the extra magic hours makes it so much easier for us to do that. It's going to be hard. I mean, when I was there in November, we were 5 days and we didn't do it.
It's possible though, because, well, we didn't manage to do it in Walt Disney World. Near enough every attraction that was open and we really wanted to go to. You just tick them off on the map. So you mark them down, get your fast passes in. They do the paper fast passes, don't they, in Paris?
Yes, it's not magic bands still, it's still paper fast pass. The thing is though, like, when you're in the in Disney World, you can have your 3 fast passes throughout the day and you book those.
Right.
You can't do that in Paris. You have one fast pass at a time, and if you go to a really popular attraction that the fast pass is at 8 o'clock at night, you can't get any fast pass until after 8 o'clock. But at that point, there's going to be no fast passes anyway. So
yeah, because they used to do it in Florida, but I've forgotten how they do it now since going
it's a lot
to
different.
Magic Band. It's just completely, it's changed everything, isn't it? So. But I used to love the old fast pass system.
I'd look at the tickets, I always come home with them, I'm like, I want to keep one.
Well, I'm going to do now, because I wish I could collect the Florida ones now.
But Disneyland are just in California, are just changing over to like some sort of magic band system as well.
I think it's so much easier, Magic Band is so much
easier.
It's
definitely easier, and I think it's something that we will get in Paris one day, because in the refurbs of the hotels you get a key that you tap on your door, so it basically is Magic Band technology. I think when it's kind of like, it just needs to be like implemented onto everything. Well, it has, Disney. So Disney, if you didn't know, the Disney company is now the sole owner of Disneyland Paris. So we now have the only international Disney park that's completely owned by the Walt Disney Company. That's really exciting for us, isn't it? I just kind of think there's going to be so much more.
We're ready.
I mean, I've heard about they've just invested $1 billion into the refurbishments for the 25th anniversary, but there's going to be another $1.5 billion, and this goes into the whole kind of making it more of a Marvel area and Star Wars lands over at the Studios Park. As long as they leave the Tower of Terror alone, I'm happy with that, because we now have a unique Tower of Terror in the Studios, because it's not in California anymore. So don't change that one. Like, if anything,
please
just don't move, don't touch that one. But yeah, we definitely want to try and get them all done, don't we? And it's so we can review them for you. Obviously I've been before, so I know what these rides and attractions are, and I've done 98% of these attractions before, but we really want to see them with fresh eyes now the refurbishments are done, and kind of give you the full review of what we think, really.
And that's what, like you said, like Rock and Roller Coaster is different to the one in Florida, and like Space Mountain now, Hyperspace Mountain and stuff like that. And I've never done, well, Toy Story Land was never there, was it? Not in 1993.
Well, the whole park wasn't there, so you got a whole new park to explore. It's in the Studios Park, so there's a lot that you've not seen. I mean, I'm
gonna be like a little kid.
My thing, I can't wait for you to see the castle. Like, turn that corner. I've even got it planned. So in Walt Disney World, you have to go from the sides, don't you? And then you come in and you turn the corner. You can go straight under the station, but you kind of get like a glimpse of the castle, but don't get the impact. So I'm like, right, we've got to go to the side, so then you can like have the full impact of seeing the castle for the first time.
It's keeping me hidden.
But no, we're gonna have a great time, aren't we?
For dining, even though we're keeping it on a budget, we're gonna get quite a few like quick service meals while we're there, but we want 2 sit-down meals because we're celebrating your birthday when we're there. So we're
28.
definitely going to have one for your birthday, and you want to go to Pirates, is it?
Yeah, so it's the Blue Lagoon. I went to this in November. It's the first time I went to Blue Lagoon, but it's just an amazing experience. It's more of a seafood restaurant. They do things that aren't seafood, but if you're not a fan of seafood, it might not be for you. But it's a restaurant where you can watch the Pirates of the Caribbean boats go past as you're eating, and it's just so lovely. Like, it's just so calm. It's like you're in the Caribbean. It's atmospheric. It's like you're in the Caribbean. It's all dark. It's like an evening. It's just such a lovely restaurant. I am.
You love it.
I know, it's just such a lovely restaurant to go to, and I think it's something that the Florida attraction misses. Our Pirates of the Caribbean, in my opinion, is a lot better than the Florida one. It's a lot longer.
Well, that's probably why they've done it like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just have a sit down and enjoy it.
I mean, in California, it's the same. They have the Blue Bayou, I think it's called. It's the restaurant's called Blue Bayou.
The Bayou. I want to do the ratatouille one.
Yeah. So I also did this, and that was lovely.
Yeah, I really want to do that one because I've seen that in loads of vlogs, and I think it just looks fun, doesn't it?
So you always get a little bit of ratatouille with the main course. I had the steak last time. The steak there was amazing in Chez Remy, and the chocolate mousse for dessert was absolutely delicious too. And it's such a nice experience. It's kind of like you're shrunk down to the size of a rat, and you're like, do you know the restaurant at the end?
I've seen like the furniture in that where it's like little bottle caps and stuff
like
on the
champagne bottles and stuff, and it's great. It's like, do you know the restaurant where at the end of Ratatouille where Remy has Gusteau's like shuts down, doesn't it? And they have their own little restaurant. It's kind of like themed around that. So it's really cool restaurant, really nice attraction. And the food is probably one of the best meals I had there actually. The amount of times that I've been to Disney, I feel like a real fraud because I've never had a Casey's Corner hot dog or a Dole Whip. So
I've not had a Dole Whip either, to be fair.
So Casey's Corner, there is a Casey's Corner in Paris, so we are going to have a Casey's Corner. You've had one before, but I haven't. So it's going to be well, yeah, but it's going to be my first try of a Casey's Corner. I actually don't like hot dogs at all. I think they are horrible.
I don't really like pineapples, so that's probably why I don't like.
But it's that classic Disney thing that everyone has one, and I kind of feel like I've just never had one, and I do feel like I'm not that true Disney fan until I've had like a Casey's Corner hot dog and a Dole Whip.
Force feed it you.
Yeah. I mean, they're not Dole Whips in Paris, so they're called a pineapple whip, because I'm not sure if the Dole brand isn't over in France. I'm not sure, but they're not Dole Whips. And there's this big thing for years about why haven't they got Dole Whips like they have in Florida, because it's like such a classic Disney snack.
Well, I can try one now in Paris.
And then try one, and
I'll do a little...
See, I feel a bit like a fraud though, having like, it's not an official Dole Whip, it's just a pineapple whip. That's not my first taste of it, but I kind of feel like I'm not going to Florida until 2021 for the 50th anniversary, so it's like, I don't want to wait 4 years. To kind of like have that try.
Right, say I buy one, and then you try it, and then you're not really cheating. It's because you've not bought it, you've not the one. So just try my drink and it'll be fine.
But yeah, you can try the Dole Swirl as well, can't you? That's like the Dole Whip. They have the Dole Whip, which is just pineapple, I think. The Dole Swirl, which is ice cream and pineapple whipped together, and then they have the Dole Whip float.
Oh yeah, I've had Coke floats in. They're the best.
Oh god, I hate Coke floats.
Oh, Coke floats are so good.
No. Don't want a Coke float. But yeah, there's lots of kind of things we want to try, isn't there? There are the quick service meals that we'll try, and obviously, like, if you're not aware, Disneyland Paris, it's the second largest Disney property. It's 1/5 the size of Disney World. However, their parks are much closer together. You have the Magic Kingdom style park, and then as you walk out of that park to the right is a 2-minute walk away from the Studios park, and then to the left it's 2 minutes Disney Village. So there's a McDonald's there. There's like Five Guys. There's a lot of eating places there, so you can eat at these places, and it will make it cheaper for you. And like I say, it's so easy to get there. Because is there even a McDonald's in Disney Springs? There's not, is there?
I'm not sure.
There's a McDonald's on site near the All-Star Resorts.
There was one, there is, it's where like Legoland is and stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there is one there.
Alright, I can't remember. But yeah, you can definitely get cheaper food, like I say, just in the downtown Disney area. But like I say, we want to try some of this Disneyland food. Like the Jedi burger, they have the 25th anniversary burger, just things like that. So we want to give that a try, don't we?
So with our extra magic hours, what we want to do is get a few photos, last one in, last one out, try, and we'll be there on the gates.
Yeah, it's possible though with our extra magic hours that we can do that. I do think when you go in the winter it's easy to get the first into the park because no one wants to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning when it's freezing cold. So I think maybe not the first ones in, but we definitely want to kind of get like the last ones out, like on Main Street day when we get those photos done. And it's open till 11 PM when we're there as well, so it's going to be late nights. I think we're literally going to be there at 8 in the morning and go.
We're going to be very tired, but it's going to be so worth it.
Yeah, definitely to get those photos as well. I think it's just, I'd love to kind of get the photo pass, and with that annual pass I think we can get on for $49.99. But I don't know, I think the situation in Disneyland Paris at the moment is they haven't got as many photo pass photographers around, and you can't get as many ride photos, and they haven't got the on-ride videos that they do in Florida as well. So the photo pass does last you for a year for the €50 that you get, so we could technically spend 25 each, but again it's just, I don't know.
We spent a lot on camera
yeah,
equipment.
we did. That's what I mean.
It's probably a better quality. Well,
yeah.
We've got very high quality.
I mean, we can ask people to take photos of and stuff like that, so we're not going to miss out, are we? And there's always, and with the photo pass, they're not always with characters, but obviously if you do go meet a character, even if there's a photo pass photographer there, you can just ask the photo pass photographer to take a photo with your camera. So just because there is a photographer there, you haven't got to buy that photo off them.
Yeah. Cast members all take photos on your phone, take video. Like,
they really help. I mean, because we're vlogging, we're just going to probably ask them just to hold our cameras while it records and just record them sort of meet and greet, aren't we? You can take screenshots of that as well. So, yeah. Like I say, it'd be a nice thing to have, but it's just, I think for now.
Yeah, we'll just enjoy. We want to do all the restaurants and everything properly, so I think we're reserving money for that. We've got a food budget, haven't we? Yeah. So that's going to be our thing. Okay, so one thing that we have never done and what we really want to do is Dapper Day. So in like Disneyland Paris, they kind of call it Disney bounding, or they call it that in Florida too, I think, don't they? Where you kind of go to Disney dressed as a Disney character, but you're not dressed. Officially.
So you can get away with it, because if you're over 12 years old, you can't go to Disney Park dressed as a character, so you couldn't wear a princess dress. Your interaction, your personality might not be like that character at all, so you might ruin the experience for a guest. So we understand why Disney do it. But we're going to go as that sort of 1920s style Mickey and Minnie, aren't we? So I've got like red shorts, a white shirt, and like a dicky bow, and your dress is amazing, isn't it? Polka dot. It's like a half net dress, isn't it? Like a vintage dress. It's like really 1920s style, and because their main street's kind of set around more the 1920s era, we kind of wanted to match with that style, didn't we? And kind of like go as the characters. We want to hopefully do it on my birthday, but we kind of just said, haven't we, if we get a nice pending. Yeah, if the first day is really nice weather, we'll just do it then, because we don't want to, because your dress is like, all your shoulders are out, it's very like short skirt, so it's kind of like you just have to kind of, we don't want to end up missing our one good day to be able to do this and then freeze on my birthday because we've like had to wait. But yeah, I'd love to do it on my birthday, go meet Mickey and Minnie in our sort of outfits. It'd be great, won't it? And I definitely recommend doing that. You can get some great photos. The characters are always really surprised to see you dressed like that, and I think they really like the interactions are great as well. I think Disney Bound is becoming more and more popular. Like I see it a lot now. Like even you see like branches like Primark, H&M. They've got the hats with the Mickey ears and like little subtle things like that. It's really kind of cute. But so we can't wait. That's gonna be, I think that's gonna be a really great experience. And I don't know, it's just, I think we kind of want to have this trip as well to do things that we wouldn't normally do. Yeah, because as well, I've never been without my family, really. So it's that kind of, I can go and you're free, not with your parents anymore. You can do whatever you want. I can dress as a Disney character, not like have them go, oh my gosh, what are you doing? But I think that's because we're so similar in our Disney. That's, I'd love to go like that, but then I kind of feel like other people that go with it like, I can't walk around with you like that. So it's like, it's really like nice to be able to do that really for someone. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, isn't it? We're really looking forward to that day. And I think it makes it more interesting for you guys for the vlogs as well, I think. Yeah, to see how we got on and see if we did embarrass other people, see if they were looking at us. Yeah, and just like tell you what the experience is like doing that, and like how it's meeting characters being dressed like that, and just and you can see what we're going as. You can get ideas. What would you do? I know. I'll run away with Minnie. Yeah. So, because we're going on the 25th anniversary, we also are looking into getting a lot of merchandise. Because that's it for the year, isn't it? Once it's out, they tend to get rid of the old stock, so we want to get a lot of the 25th anniversary merch. A lot of it's sold out, I think. I mean, especially things like pins. I think I want. Yeah. There's the pins that I want, and that varsity jacket, the 25th anniversary one. We both want one of them. Still there. We've so got to both buy one of them and then wear them, like match. We've already discussed this, but it's literally. I want a lanyard. I want a plush, because I love Disney plushes. So I'm gonna get a Mickey or Minnie, one of them. But yeah, it's little bits and bobs. There's so much. I think the merchandise, there is so much nice merchandise for the 25th anniversary, but I think because we have spent the money on the camera equipment to go vlogging, we are kind of having to rein it in, aren't we? We're kind of having to say like we can't get that much. And we are looking to go before the 25th anniversary finishes, so maybe if we were to go on Christmas or in the New Year, we can then buy little bits and bobs that we then maybe wanted, but we couldn't get now. And also there's big things like obviously the train set that you want, and we're just like, we're not going to get it in the park, so we can get it off the Disney store and not have to carry it around with us, or take it home and
for it to possibly get damaged.
I'd definitely recommend, whilst you're there or before you go, to have a look at the Disney Store website. They do a lot of the 25th anniversary merchandise on the Disney Store website, so if you haven't got to buy it in the parks, I'd maybe recommend actually buying it off the Disney Store website, because I find that doing it that way is a bit cheaper, and also you haven't got to carry it around the parks with you. If you are staying on site, don't forget you can send merchandise back to your hotel. You've also got to think about getting those things back, and it could break in your luggage and stuff. So if you can get it off the Disney Store website, I'd recommend that you do that.
But you are getting an ornament though, aren't you? Christmas decoration?
Yeah, so my tradition is every time I go to Disneyland Paris, I have a Christmas ornament. So for example, that's, you know, I want at least one Christmas ornament. I'll probably get 3 or 4 pins. I might get that jacket, and then that'll be it on this occasion. And the reason that I'm not going all out this time is because we have got annual passes. Yeah. And it's not something that I have to go kind of like, I'm not going to be here for so long, because you know, we've already discussed it. We can get there for 2 nights and 3 days from like £200 each. Yeah. And just, if as long as we're there, make sure we're being cheap with our food and stuff, and make sure we're not going all out. We can.
I think we're quite sensible in that aspect.
No, we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely we can have cheaper holidays, and this goes back to my Disneyland Paris on a budget video where I talk about how to do it on a budget. You can definitely get 2 holidays out of the price of 1 holiday by buying annual passes and staying off site. But I would not recommend that you do that, because I would prefer to stay on site, just that we can't afford it.
Yeah, we are going to do a Disney hopping, aren't we? Yeah. A hotel hopping.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that actually. We're going to do the resort. So I'd quite like to do that actually if it's a nice day on my birthday.
You've got lots of stuff to do on your birthday.
So we're going to get a Glowtini in Fantasia Hotel, so we'll probably do that on my birthday. So we'll probably start the hotel, or maybe we'll finish it. We'll finish the hotel tour. Yeah. But the hotels there are all so close together that you can walk around them all. I've stayed in the Cheyenne and the Newport Bay, so I've stayed in both of those. Oh no, in Santa Fe. So I've stayed in the Cheyenne once, Santa Fe once, and the Newport Bay twice. But I'd love to just go kind of around, and again for the vlogs I want to kind of like show you the hotels, give you a tour, show you the lobbies, things like that. So
I'll probably just be looking around. Like, I'll just be like looking at everything. I'll be too busy. But
yeah, definitely I think that's a great idea for my birthday. I think it's kind of like the middle of the holiday on the Wednesday, so it's kind of that we can
take break.
It'd be like 2 or 3 hours to get around everything. Take that time out,
So it is quite close together.
But I think if we took that time out, we could like, you know, start at the Newport Bay, go and get a cup of tea at the Newport Bay, and then make our way to the next one. Just kind of go around, finish it off at the Disneyland Hotel. The store in the Disneyland Hotel is amazing. The foyer is absolutely amazing as well. So it's such a beautiful hotel. So yeah, that's something that we really want to do as well. And again, this is something that I've never done in Disneyland Paris, and I've never really resort hopped. Well, I did once in 2001 when I was very young, but you resort hop in Florida, don't you? In Florida,
yeah. So we like to visit the hotels, like, because I just think they're beautiful. Like,
they're all themed to a certain theme.
Because we've stayed in a few, so some of them we haven't actually physically gone to, but like we've never stayed in Contemporary, but we obviously go to Chef Mickey's and dine there, and we stayed in Animal Kingdom Lodge, and that's amazing. There's like wilderness lodges that we wouldn't necessarily stay. But they're beautiful as well.
Yeah, and I think that is something to remember, that when you go to any Disney resort, you can visit the hotels. So you can make reservations at any of the restaurants. Like some of them have salons in them, some of them have spas in them. They all have shops in them. You can visit these. You can spend your time in the cafes in the lobby area. Yeah. You can do everything in that resort that a hotel guest can do, apart from go in the pools. Yeah. Or use the facilities that you aren't paying for. But you can experience the resorts.
You're welcome to dine, you're welcome to shop, because all the shops are different as well in every hotel, themed to that attraction. So like you go into Animal Kingdom Lodge and it's got like the things that you find in Animal Kingdom Park, and like...
Did you know that they shop in, I'm sure it's called Moana's in Polynesian now, and I saw it like in a vlog. Was that always been called Moana's, or is that like a new...
No, it's a new thing.
Right, okay. But yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't. I bet next time you go, that'll have a really like Moana feel. I bet
they've got Lilo
should be
and
there
Stitch.
For meet and greet.
well, they've got Lilo and Stitch there at the minute, and they're doing a character dining for that at the Polynesian. But yeah, it's just going to be so much.
Right. But yeah, it's not a Disney World video, this isn't.
Yeah, no, I know, that's what I was like.
But yeah, so like the resort hopping is something that we really want to do.
Okay guys, so I hope that was helpful. Just a little insight of what we plan on doing in our vlogs when we're there at the parks. So don't forget to like, subscribe and follow us on YouTube, and it's Zaks Adventures and Annie Disney. We've got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram pages, we'll link them all below. Okay, thank you for watching guys, and don't forget, it's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
Cool. Right, that's the only scope it.
Is it recording? Is it recording?
Yeah, it's actually recording.
And I'm joined again with Zach from Zaks.
And I'm joined again by Rebecca from... Oh, I need to... How should I say my thing again?
Are you ready to come and explore with us? Disney references.
I just feel like, oh god, that was cringe.
Because we go into... right. Okay, yeah, right, okay. It's keeping it relevant.
Weren't we talking about merch? Or was...
right, what, I forgot what I was going to say.
It just feels cringy, doesn't it?
Is that right?
Yeah, but just like put the camera next time you say it.
Okay.
This would be so nice, you know, to look back on when we've like done this holiday like a year. Like, oh my god, like, these were our first videos. Like, oh my god, like, they're terrible.
Okay.
Shining at the end of every day.